Hello, St. Peter's. Welcome back for our second episode of our summer reading adventures. Look at my friends today. They are already hanging out on the hammock. It's nice and cool if you stay in the shade. So we have Ralph, Magic Monkey, Daisy, she's almost laying down already. I have the Pig of Joy here with her Jar of Joy. Don't worry, I didn't want it to fall out of the hammock. And of course, our new friend, Douglas. We are all here ready to have a fun adventure with you today. How about you? Should we see what we have special for us in our adventure pack? Let's take out my water. Remember, you gotta stay hydrated. Okay, here is the book today. I'll show you what we're gonna do later, but I don't wanna give away the secrets. Okay, so Monday we read about Ogilvy, and I got some amazing Ogilvy sent in our comment section on our Facebook page. I got an Ogilvy from Ariana and Jessie and Mila and Scarlett. I got great ideas from Savannah and Ariana and Jessie to add to our Jar of Joy. I got a great joke from Delaney, and she also showed me her Ogilvy. So thank you. I love seeing all of those things. I'm glad you're having just as much fun as I am. So how about we get ready for our story today? Are you guys ready? Are you ready? All right, let's do it. Let's turn up our ears so we're ready to listen. Turn off our mouths so we don't make a sound. Put your hands quietly in your lap. Take a nice big deep breath. And now we're ready for our story. Today is about another creature, and it's a bird. His name is Igor. Our story is called Igor, the Bird Who Couldn't Sing, by Satoshi Kitamura. Well, it looks like he has a lot of instruments. We have a piano and a guitar. This is a trumpet. Then over here we have, this is called an accordion. You don't see those very often. A tambourine, a drum, a violin, and over here is a saxophone. That's a lot of instruments. I wonder if he's playing those instruments, because it says he couldn't sing. Maybe he's good at music, but not singing the music. Let's find out. Igor, the Bird Who Couldn't Sing. Here we go. Spring had come. After the long, quiet winter, the time of music had arrived at last. Igor was thrilled. He knew that spring was the season of songs. He couldn't wait to sing for the first time in his life. He's very excited. Whoa, look at that. That is a big tree. So when the dawn chorus began, Igor opened his beak wide and joined in. So can you see, in this giant tree are so many birds, and they're all singing. When a group all sings together, that's what's called a chorus. So Igor started to sing, but that was terrible, complained one bird. Who spoiled our music? Asked another. Igor, said a third one. He's completely out of tune. Oh, muttered Igor. Am I? Igor went home and practiced. He used a metronome and a tuning fork. So a metronome, that's this. That's something, it ticks back and forth and it keeps the time. So it keeps the rhythm if you don't have a drum. So it just sounds kind of like a clock. It just goes as it goes back and forth. And a tuning fork, that's what he has in his hand. See, it's pretty small. When you hit it, it plays a certain note, and then he would try to sing that note and match the pitch. of the sound that's coming off of that tuning fork. It's like a ringing sound. Well, he did scales, arpeggios, and etudes of all sorts. After a week of hard work, Igor thought he had improved a great deal. Those are all things that you do when you're singing. Scales is when you go up and down and your voice gets higher and lower. Like do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. I might not be the best singer either, but I think it's fun. So he did so much practice. After you practice, a lot of times you get better at least a little bit. Let's see if it worked. So he went back to his friends and sang in front of them. They fell out of the tree laughing. Oh, poor Igor. Oh, perhaps I need some good music lessons, thought Igor. He went to see Madame Goose, who was a well-known teacher. No problem, said Madame Goose. Leave it to me. Singing is easy. Anyone can do it. That's good news. Maybe she can help him. Now, Mr. Igor, listen first and then sing after me. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Keep the beat, Mr. Igor. Not so fast. Oh, not so loud. Oh, please, Mr. Igor. Oh boy, I don't think this is going so well. So let's look at some of these pictures. So she's teaching him over here. These are all different places. And then she's having him follow as she plays along until over here, she doesn't know what else to do. So all of this, her sound is coming out like a ribbon. See how it's nice? And his sound is coming out all scraggly. They actually look like leaves, but that's supposed to show you the sound. So her sound is coming out all smooth and ribbon-like, and his is like jaggedy. He's probably not quite on tune, and he's not quite with her rhythm. But after a few lessons, Madame Goose started to sing like Igor. Uh-oh, look at now hers is getting all jaggedy. Her sound. Mr. Igor, she said with a quaver in her voice, I have done all I can. I'm sorry. I have failed. No. Oh, look how sad he looks. Igor was crestfallen. That means very sad. I have no talent, he thought to himself. I love music, but I am a bird who cannot sing. Oh, how I hate myself. And he decided never to sing again for as long as he lived. Oh no, this book is sad. Let's see what happens. The problem was that wherever he went, there was always someone singing or enjoying music. That broke Igor's heart and left him envious. So if you're envious, it means you're jealous. But I want you to see. So you see here, there's cats playing in a band in the alley. And over here, we have dogs playing music. So even all the other animals seem to be okay with their music. And over here, we have a whole sheep orchestra. That's pretty fun. But Igor's getting very jealous and sad. He wanted to get away from it all, but it did not seem easy. Even as he flew, now there's crocodiles playing music. It seems like everyone's doing a good job with their music. Oh my goodness, he's still flying now. He's over the Antarctica and he sees all the penguins. They're all singing songs. That's a penguin chorus. At last, several days later, he came across an empty plain. Igor decided to rest his wings on top of a rock. There doesn't seem to be anyone there, does there? Here's where he is. It was a quiet place. Only the winds whispered occasionally. Igor looked around. It's rather peaceful here, he thought to himself. So he collected some twigs and built a nest. So these are all pictures of Igor looking around. They're not different birds. They're all Igors looking around. So he's going to build a nest there, right on top of that rock, and stay for a while. Look how beautiful the sunrise is. Isn't that lovely? One evening, while sitting in his nest, Igor saw a sunset. Oh, it's a sunset. The whole sky glowed scarlet. It was so beautiful that Igor didn't know whether he should feel happy or sad. Suddenly, he needed to sing. He looked around to make sure there was no one within earshot. And then he began. He's gonna sing again. I'm excited about that. Igor sang and sang, and as he sang, he felt his music ripple and join the evening air. He felt happy. He felt free. And then the rock moved. Uh-oh. So even though it's still kind of jaggedy, look at the sounds. It kind of looks like they look like birds, because he feels free to sing and no one's going to hear him. So he's ready to make music and be happy. Let's see what happened with that rock. And it spoke. Whoa, look at that guy. Oh, what wonderful music. It wasn't a rock. It was a giant bird. Oh, but I can't sing, said Igor, amazed. On the contrary, exclaimed the bird, your style is unique. It has woken me up from a very long sleep. For the first time in centuries, I want to sing too. Please, may I join you? We'll sing a duet. So look at this guy. He likes Igor's music. And it looks like he has an instrument, kind of like a ukulele or a banjo. It's like a triangle shape. They're going to sing a duet. Let's see how it goes, if I can get the page turned. Look at all of that music. And that was what they did. Together they sang, filling the sky with their glorious sound. And there is a lot of it. All of that. It looks like confetti, doesn't it? That's all of the sound and the music that they're making. And they're so happy to be making it together. Isn't that awesome that he found a friend that would listen to his music? The music only stopped at daybreak. Oh, wasn't that marvelous? Said the giant bird. By the way, I'm Dodo. Who, may I ask, are you? I'm Igor, said Igor. Well, Igor, said Dodo, let's form a band. We'll go touring together. We'll play the world. Come, what do you say? Oh, yes, Dodo, let's do so, said Igor, and smiled. That's a good friend. Look, his little nest is still up on his back. That's where Igor thought was a rock. So they're going to play their music, and that is the end. Did it matter in the end if other people liked it? No. And when he finally sang for himself and not worrying about everyone else, he didn't feel sad anymore, did he? He felt happy. He felt relieved. He felt like he could fly again. And that is what music can do. It always isn't the best music you ever heard. And sometimes as you create music, you have to practice to get better, right? But there's always going to be someone who wants to play and listen to your music. So what do you say we try doing that today? Here's what I did. I went around. I have this little bucket. You might have some sort of a pail or even just a little bowl or something that you eat your cereal from. I went around my yard and I found things in nature. Here's what I found. I found a stick, and I found a tall stick and I found a short stick. One's fat and one is skinnier. I found some leaves stuck to their branches, a couple of them, and I found some rocks, right? These are things you probably have in your yard too. It's nothing strange or unusual. And maybe your rocks are smaller, maybe you have bigger rocks. Maybe you don't really have any sticks. But even sometimes if you don't have a lot of trees, if you look around, you'll find some because they blow off of the trees and they blow everywhere. So I was thinking we could make some music today, right? And if you don't want to find anything, you can sing along. All right? So watch what you can do just with 2 rocks. There's so many sounds you can make with them. Listen to this. That's pretty cool. But what happens when you rub them together? It's a softer sound, right? Kind of like so you could that's kind of in between. So you can experiment with your rocks. If you have a bucket, guess what else? It becomes a drum. You can use your rock. You can use your stick. Now that's a different sound, right? Listen. Now listen to this one. This makes a lower, deeper sound. If you have 2 sticks and you don't have any rocks, you can hit them together. Listen to this. Not as loud as the rocks, but it still makes a sound. You could rub these together. Listen. Oh, I broke my stick. Now I have even more. Ready? We're making a sound. Or you can take your leaves and just rub them together. Listen to that sound. Right? Shake it. Hit them together. And if you have enough and you have a couple people, your brothers, your sister, you could make a band. And everyone can take something different. Rocks, sticks, leaves. You can march around and do your song. You can sing a song. It doesn't have to be good. It doesn't have to be new. It doesn't have to be old. Just sing a song and others will sing along. See, I just made that up. So it would be great if all of a sudden in all of your neighborhoods, there were bands and kids marching around making their music. Some of them will be singing and some of you will just make a rhythm. Whatever you want to do. Wouldn't that be great? And as you walk around, maybe more people will come and join your band. Maybe you can get your mom to join in. It's really fun. So that's your challenge for today. Find something in nature. Don't make a big mess in your house. Don't look for pots and pans and wooden spoons. We already know we can make music with those things. What a great way to explore around your yard and find some things that you can use to create sound and music, right? Even if I wrap a leaf on my rock, it'll make a new sound. Listen to this. See? Now it's a thud instead of a plink, plink, plink. No leaves with leaves. Pretty cool, right? So I want you to go and explore, experiment with sound and see what kind of a great band you can come up with. We're going to keep doing that ourselves. Maybe my song will have some better words when I have a little time to think about it with my friends here, right? So that was really fun. You know what we have to do next? Dun, da, da, da. Get out your summer reading log. It is time to fill in the next animal. And as you can see up here, doesn't look quite like Igor, but it's still a bird up on top. We're going to color that to look like Igor. So let's look at him. Here he is. He is kind of blue and black. See how he's kind of a little bit of both? So I'm going to find a blue crayon and a black crayon. See if you can find them too. And if you can't find both colors, that's okay. Just use one that you have. All right? So let's see. I have blue and I have black. So first, I'm going to color with my blue crayon. I'm going to color my bird, my little Igor bird. I'm going to color, his whole body was blue. So I'm going to color all of him, except not his beak, because his beak is yellow. So I'm going to color his body. I guess his feet we can color yellow too. And then I'm going to take my black crayon and just very lightly, I'm not going to push as hard as I did with the blue. I'm going to kind of color over top of it. And that kind of gives us our look of Igor, right? Oops, I got him on his eye a little bit. That's okay. See that? And then you're going to find your yellow crayon. And again, if you don't have yellow, then use orange, use red. It's okay. We're going to color his beak because he had a yellow beak, and his feet yellow. There's our Igor bird. Wow, we already have 2 done. I can't believe it. This week went by really quickly. All right, we have 1 more task to do. Putting my crayons away. I don't want to lose them out in my yard. They'd be hard to find if they fell in the grass. Okay, Joy, where are you? Here she is. Let's spread some joy. My favorite part. All right, I put all those new ones in here, so we'll shake it up. See what we pull out today. What do you see? Oh, there's a lot in there, aren't there, Joy? All right, let's swirl them around. We'll pull one out. See how we're going to spread our joy today. Oh, this one is from Tino. It says, share a happy memory. My happy memory today is kind of new from the last day of kindergarten. All of the kindergartners stood on the stage and they sang so many songs for their parents. They remembered so many. Talk about singing and making wonderful music. Every person in the room, grandparents and parents and brothers and sisters, even our 6th graders came to watch them. Everybody had a smile on their face the whole time because they made such great music and learned so many songs just to perform for us. That is a really great memory that I will remember for a very long time from St. Peter's School. If you have a happy memory, you could share that with me in the comments on our Facebook page. And next week, we'll come back with 2 more new episodes. So I hope you enjoy creating your band. Who knows, maybe by the weekend, you're going to have a whole band together and you'll be ready to play a concert for us. Okay, so until next week, boys and girls, go have fun creating music in nature. And don't forget to spread your joy with sharing a happy memory. If it's something, a memory you remember about something you did with a friend, maybe give them a call. Or your grandparents or your parents, tell them, remind them of that happy memory, because that'll make their heart feel happy as well. All right, boys and girls, that's all we have for today. We're going to go get our band started, and I hope you do too. So remember, until next time, keep spreading your joy.